Made in Hollywood.
The psychological thriller series Cape Fear, starring Lily Coleus and Joe Anders, is made in Hollywood.
When I got the call that I got the part, I was pacing back and forth and crying and calling my mom and my dad.
Made in Hollywood.
Also on today's show, Zoe Deutsch stars in the romantic comedy voicemails for Isabell from director, writer, and co-star Leah McKendrick.
My inspiration was my little sister, my love for my little sister, and how she taught me what true love really means and how hard that can be to find out in the world in romantic love.
Plus, the horror sequel, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, stars Samara Weaving and Sarah Michelle Gellar. The heist thriller Crime 101 stars Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry. And the action thriller Dead Man's Wire features Coleman Domingo and Carrie Elways. This week on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. Featuring Lily Coleus and Joe Anders, the psychological thriller series Cape Fear follows a family targeted by a notorious killer they helped put behind bars, who has just been released from prison.
Max Cady was released from prison.
What does that have to do with us?
He's been locked up for 17 years for a murder he didn't do.
You were his lawyer, right?
When we first dared to propose doing a new version of Cape Fear, we went to them and to Universal and we pitched this version with some of the specific changes and kind of contemporary ideas and got their blessing. It's crazy to get to work with Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg.
Scorsese and Spielberg are just such heroes of mine, and I'm sure Lily's as well, and everyone that is in this industry. You know, they are just heroes and legends. So it was unbelievable that they were both helming this project.
Are you afraid of me?
Why would I be afraid of you?
When we did our first table read, like unexpectedly, on a big TV at the beginning, Marty popped in and said hi to everybody and go forth and have fun and much love and create something new and interesting. And I think that was really meaningful to everybody and this whole cast.
Speak of the devil.
It made me feel pretty terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, he was huge. The screen was massive.
We did what we thought was right. He says hi.
Why does Max actually hate you?
Because he went to prison.
The legacy of cast on Cape Fear is pretty incredible. I mean, Gregory Peck, Robert Mitchum, Robert De Niro, Nolte, Lang. So we wanted to do a new version of Cape Fear that has some of my favorite living actors from today. So Javier was always the first choice to play Max Cady.
English is not his first language, so even the care that he would take in the physicality of writing out things phonetically to make them feel good before work and seeing those pages felt magical. It was so powerful to be a part of.
I see something eating at you. I never said a word about what happened.
And Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson, we need the perfect all-American family. You need people who can present that kind of strength, but also real depth underneath the surface, and fragility under that.
Obviously, just such an honor and a privilege to have both of those unbelievable actors that I've admired for such a long time, play my parents.
Why would I want to hurt you? Why?
When I got the call that I got the part, I was pacing back and forth and crying and calling my mom and my dad, and I immediately sat down on the couch buzzing and I turned the 91 version on to just be immediately immersed in that world.
Now available on your home screen. When a grieving woman's private voicemails are accidentally sent to a complete stranger, the two begin an unexpected romance in the romantic comedy Voicemails for Isabell, starring Zoe Deutsch, and directed and written by co-star Leah McKendrick.
Yo, Isabell!
This random girl has been leaving voicemails on my new work cell. They're for her sister.
I love dating. Except for the part where you feel like a hideous, unlovable troll that might match with Ted Bundy.
What was it like writing, directing, and co-starring a movie at the same time?
It's wild. It's wild. It takes up a lot of brain space, but it's nice because you don't really have space to be insecure or scared or question yourself because things are moving so fast and you're doing so much that it's just kind of every day is a fever dream. It goes by really, really fast. You answer a lot of questions, you try a lot of things, and then you blink and it's over. So I think it's a great exercise in not ever doubting yourself.
Wait, how does she not know that her sister changed her number?
I'm gonna just see what's happening.
Hey, Iz. I'm just calling you to ask, how am I supposed to do this without you?
My inspiration was my little sister, my love for my little sister, and how she taught me what true love really means and how hard that can be to find out in the world in romantic love.
You're in a better place. Probably slurping face with Heath Ledger as we speak, huh? But I miss you.
Were there any challenges with writing a movie with personal topics such as terminal illness?
It's the only way that I know how to write is from deeply personal kind of topics that I'm wrestling with as a human. I ask a lot of questions. I don't have a lot of answers, but through my work, I'm able to find community with people that are also asking and struggling with the same questions.
This is dumb, but I have this fantasy that someone's gonna come and sit down next to me. Like I'm Meg Ryan. We lock eyes. Then it happens.
Sorry, is this seat taken?
What was the chemistry like between your stars, Zoe and Nick?
Their chemistry was super easy. They've been friends for a long time, and they have the most intense, loving, long-winded love affair, truly. So even on the weekends, they were homies, and they were just always together. They're inseparable, and it was very, very easy to create that on screen.
This is like a sick reboot of You've Got Mail.
Tom Hanks is America's sweetheart.
You are not Tom Hanks!
Coming up, the horror sequel Ready or Not 2 Here I Come, starring Samara Weaving and Sarah Michelle Gellar, and the heist thriller Crime 101, starring Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry. To find out where to watch any movie, check out moviefone.com. Find it, watch it.
You see all of what the city encompasses. You know, you see the glamour and the glitz, but you see the underbelly, you see the real.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Now available on Blu-ray. In the horror sequel Ready or Not 2 Here I Come, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, Elijah Wood, and Samara Weaving, a woman who survived a deadly ritual now finds herself drawn back into another lethal game.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Do you have any questions?
Can I have a cigarette? It was such a weird movie and we didn't know if people would like it or not because we had such a great time making it. So the fact that I got to do it again was just the best.
Yeah, I had seen the original. I was a big fan. I got a call one day and they said, "Have you ever seen Ready or Not?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." And they said, "Well, they're making a sequel." And I said, "I want to meet the boys immediately." And I met the guys on a Zoom the next day. And I think I said yes about a minute into the meeting. I think that's about how long it took.
Hello, Grace.
I was really honored to be a part of it and wanted to make the growing fan base, the cult fan base, even happier, and hopefully they love it.
The heads of the council families will try to kill you and your sister. Whoever does wins the high seat and controls everything.
Everything?
The world.
The writers had a tag that they wrote on the end of the original movie's script. When the opportunity to make a sequel came around, the first thing the guys pitched us for the idea was, it's part of a bigger world.
It literally starts seconds after the first movie ends. You're kind of off to the races very
Yeah, there's no
quickly.
setup in this one. You are in it.
Listen, if you don't do exactly what I say, we are going to die.
82 Alpha Luna, take 2.
82 Alpha Luna, take 2. I think Matt and Tyler are the best audience. Like, they love what they do. They don't ask much of you, And then when you give them something, they really see it and they really elevate it.
Yeah, she'll do it. No.
They are such film fans and have such enthusiasm that really extends to everybody on set. And it's sort of an infectious feeling of like, we're all in this thing creating together.
Hail Satan.
Hail
Satan.
They've become really close friends of mine, so it was just any excuse to hang out with them.
I think that if you love the first one, you're guaranteed to love the second, as we really honor the legacy of the first one and just continue that.
When that game of hide and seek begins, it's a ride until the end of the film. And this movie is no different, and the stakes are bigger.
I would say unhinged. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Just buckle up, get ready. It's gonna get weird.
Ready or not, here we go!
A thief recruits a disillusioned insurance broker, forcing an uneasy alliance as the stakes spiral in the heist thriller Crime 101, starring Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry.
So what are we driving?
If you can guess, I'll give you the keys to it.
Ooh, Chevy Chevelle, racing green.
Right color.
That is a beautiful car. I need to be in your line of work.
There's a beautiful momentum in the film and continuity from the action and the intensity there through the dramatic scenes, you know, and I think the action is the most important, impressive part. But the action means nothing if you're not invested in those characters.
It's a love letter to LA. You see it in a brand new way. We haven't seen the city like that in a very long time.
You're looking at robberies of jewels, money, or high-value items in the last 4 years.
You see all of what the city encompasses. You know, you see the glamour and the glitz, but you see the underbelly. You see the real.
Yeah.
And I think there is beauty in the real. Anything that's real and true, I think people see beauty and truth in.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
the truth,
he captured it in a beautiful way, and the cinematography is.
There is a bit of cliche when they're like, yeah, the city's a character in the... But of course it really is, you know, and this is a particular city, right? This had to be shot on the streets of LA.
I came here to make you a business proposition. Worked at the same company for 11 years. You're a VP when you should be a partner. Those high-value items your company insures, I make them disappear.
I sort of feel like maybe we got a little too obsessed with action intensity over emotional intensity. Like, I feel like maybe give them more fights, give them more explosions, then everyone's like happily getting what they think they want. But if you're not emotionally really invested, then you're sort of like on the outside looking in.
You want to have it entertaining, but if you can smuggle in questions that we're asking ourselves about the system being unfair and people want to breaking out of sort of the social expectations or what we're being told is the good and what being told is evil, and provoking more of the conversation around the sort of ambiguity of things and the humanity in all of us and how whatever side of the fence you may sit on.
Here's a courier carrying watches and gems, and the buyer's paying cash. Looking at $11 million in one room, 3 of which I'll be taking.
It's propulsive,
Gritty, sexy,
sophisticated,
character-driven,
intriguing, relevant, thought-provoking.
action, like action. You've got some chases like
Yeah, some wild
you haven't
chases.
seen.
I hope they have a theatrical experience, kind of like the ones that I remember having as a young person that made me want to make movies in the first place.
You're about to break every rule you've ever lived by. What makes this job different?
There comes a moment when you realize you don't have as much time as you thought you had.
To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviephone.com. Find it, watch it. Up next, the action thriller Dead Man's Wire, featuring Coleman Domingo and Carrie Elways.
So, wait a minute. How come no one knows this story?
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Now available on Blu-ray. In the action thriller Dead Man's Wire, featuring Coleman Domingo and Carrie Elways, a notorious 1977 kidnapping ignites a national media frenzy that turns an abductor into an outlaw folk hero.
It is Tuesday, February 8th. I'm DJ Fred Temple. I thank you for listening.
Sir, you have a caller? That Tony Kuritz's fella's on the line and he's asking to speak to you. The guy with the shotgun in the man's neck.
Bill was, to me, like, sort of like a man of 1,000 faces. He seemed like the guy for a job like that. Like, almost in a, I want to say, Peter Sellers way. Like, he could transform himself.
Gus knew that he wanted to work with Bill. He knew what Bill was capable of and knew that he would be able to bring that dark comedy, that intensity.
This loan company's done me wrong. They set me up and schemed to ruin my life.
It is real. It's around my neck. We're tied to each other the whole film. And it also just helped with the general kind of malaise and angst of my character because I literally had this wire around my neck the entire movie.
So what's your plan, Tony, huh? What's next?
This is a dead man's wire. If anybody yanks on me or yanks on that gun, he'll die.
The character I played, Mike Grable, made the headlines because he was the first detective on the scene. And he knew Tony.
Now, Tony, a lot of worried folk out here.
This is unbelievable. Gus kind of said to me, he's like, I don't want you to just play Dick Hall as he was on screen or how he represents himself in the book. I feel like you have the spirit and the energy of what I want to embody this character, and so does Bill.
Gus is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. I mean, I've like grown up watching his films. And this is like, it's like landing your Moby Dick white whale.
He has an incredible quiet confidence of a man who has been an icon in the space for such a very long time.
Okay, Dad, if you wanted to take a moment to apologize, I think it would expedite this release process.
We did do like rehearsals with Al and Dacre and Bill together for the phone calls. It was all quite exciting because Bill, when he's in character, is quite crazy and wild. So it sort of affected Al. He realized we're in the real thing now, which he's of course used to, but you know, these guys could deliver it.
I'm not going to admit guilt to something I didn't do.
Just apologize for what you did. Just apologize.
It's so topical right now. Gus Van Sant is like on my bucket list of directors to work with. The challenge of playing a character that's so much older than me, I think, as well, is a really big thing. And those three things just in conjunction with, honestly, the ensemble.
I was drawn to the fact that I didn't know anything about it, and I thought, wait a minute, how come no one knows this story?
You're always striving to have this fantastic result, and you know, hopefully you get there.
I'm a damn national hero, and don't you forget it.
I'm just getting started.
Stay tuned, there's more coming up on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching Made in Hollywood, powered by MoviePhone. For more behind-the-screen content, check out MoviePhone.com.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.